digital communities. We've all been a part of one, right? Facebook groups, Discord servers, subreddits, Instagram accounts, they all promise connection and collaboration, and sometimes even personal growth. But are these digital communities delivering on this promise, or are they just an illusion of community? That's what we're going to unpack today, and trust me, by the end, you'll see why building real, in-person connections is a total game changer for your career and your life in general. So, let's dive in. So, first things first, what even is a digital community? At their core, they're spaces on the internet where people gather around shared interests. They're often built around common goals, like learning a skill, supporting a cause, or even just nerding out about a specific hobby. The Well, also known as the Whole Earth Electronic Link, launched in 1985, is often considered the first continually run online community. And these communities and chat rooms started to grow in popularity as sites like AOL, MySpace, and of course Facebook dominated in the 90s and early 2000s. Now, with 5 billion active social media users globally, representing around 60% of the world's population, it begs the question, has social media and the adoption of digital communities replaced in-person connection, and will the world continue to fragment into chambers of hyper-specific content, disassociating us from the real world? Now, don't get me wrong, digital communities aren't all bad. I mean, I'm creating one myself with this channel. For one, they're super accessible and you can join from anywhere in the world. That's amazing for connecting with people you'd otherwise probably never meet. They're also treasure troves of information. If you need advice, chances are someone's probably been through the same thing and has some answers for you. They're also fantastic for niche learning as well. Whether you're into business or knitting or 16th century poetry, there's a digital community for you. And let's be real, these digital communities were a lifeline for many during the pandemic. When people couldn't meet in person, digital communities kept us somewhat sane. So they're not completely useless, but they are far from perfect. I'd actually recommend you check out the book Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. He explores how we can leverage these communities and technology in general more intentionally, especially when it comes to forming meaningful connections in our local area. In my opinion, here's where digital communities fall short. They don't replicate the depth and authenticity of in-person relationships. Think about it. How often do online interactions feel transactional? Someone asks a question, somebody gives an answer. There's no real bond being formed. Face-to-face connections, though, they allow you to feel seen. Whether you're in the same room as someone, you pick up on their energy, their body language. You just build trust in ways that don't happen online. And trust is everything when it comes to networking and relationship building. But beyond careers, in-person communities also improve your well-being. They're more intimate and generally more supportive. Studies show that real-world connections reduce stress and even boost happiness. Plus, let's face it, no digital hug or emoji or Instagram reel can replace the feeling of cracking a cold one with the boys in person, in the garage, the backyard, wherever you want it to be, but nothing can replace that. So, what's the takeaway? Digital communities have their place, but don't let them become a crutch. Prioritize real in-person connections. Go to networking events, join local clubs or exercise groups, grab a coffee with a colleague. All of these experiences that will truly enrich your career and your life. I've added a list in the description of the different groups or websites that you can use to find these local connections and events. If you found this video helpful, give me a like, subscribe for more content, and let me know in the comments. What's your experience with digital versus in-person communities?